Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shit. How was your day today? How was life this week? How was the week for you? How did it turn out? My week is wrapped up pretty nicely, actually. I know that everybody was excited to hear that I was really happy after last weekend, and that I maintained a lot of energy throughout the week. And it was good because I think I told you here. I either talked about it on the show or I wrote about it that there was this. I've been working on the new app forever now, not ever, but just a little while, and I had hit this point where like the new had stopped. And as a developer, as a creative, it's always more exciting to work on new stuff, right? Like you don't want to work on the same stuff. And so when I got to the point where it was like I had an element, I had a page, and I needed to copy that page, and it wasn't anything new. It was just taking that page and renaming everything on it, rewriting the functions so that they worked for that particular element or whatever. That was like right? Like, because you hit the point where you're not writing new stuff, you're just writing boring stuff, like you're rewriting. And so that became like I don't want to say a stopping point, but it became a problem point. And I got over it, which is good, because like it was kind of, I think I had talked about active procrastination and how I will just work on other stuff, like parallel stuff, which keeps me focused on the task, like the larger task at hand, but allows me to work on new stuff slowly so that my body or my brain is like, all right, fine, we'll work on the old stuff. And I got through that. I powered through it, and I got it all done. And I was hoping, like, the plan was by the end of this week, I wanted to ask you to join pepahana. And I'm asking you to join pepahana right now. Go to pepahana.com and sign up for it. I was going to do like a video release this weekend. I'll probably still do that. I have to figure out how to record my desktop, and I'll put together some sort of like instructional video, I guess, so that it's dead simple to use. I mean, you've got tasks and updates. It kind of is self-explanatory, but I think that it requires a little bit of understanding the way that I think about how the software is going to be used, or how I'm going to use this software will help you as a user figure it out. But right now, I don't need you to use the software for any real purpose other than play with it, find stuff that breaks, and tell me about it. And so, you know, when I decided that I was hoping to launch it this weekend, I was hoping to have a project bin where you could add new projects, and a task bin where you could add new tasks, and a whole bunch of other stuff that needed to get done to make that happen. What actually ended up happening was I even got a step further. I got updates done. So you can now add updates, which are basically like updates will be the way that you track hours in the future of the software. So right now you can put notes in, you can add hours. Say I did this, and here's how many hours I spent. That goes on the task. There is no reporting whatsoever. So that's why we're only really in beta, because there's still a whole bunch to go. It's technically probably like pre-alpha, because we don't even have full functionality yet. There's no reporting tools. Right now you can just look at your tasks, you can look at your projects, you can look at your updates, and that's really it. You can't delete your updates or edit them yet. You can just create them. So editing and deleting will come very quickly. But I just literally, like, it is 9:30, and I got the code done 10 minutes ago, and I uploaded it, and I think it looks great. There will be some new stuff popping up over the weekend. I intend to have like a... right now when you sign in, there's nothing. You have to create your first project and stuff. I intend to have like a default project that everybody will see, and it'll be my project, so it'll be like the project of creating the software, so you can follow updates and stuff there. And I think that'd be a fun way to share that information. We'll try it. We'll see if it works. That'll also help me in the future. There will be the ability to have groups and all this other stuff. So I need to test that anyway. But I'm happy. I'm happy with it. I had to do a whole bunch of behind the scenes stuff, which is like just things that you don't even really think about. Like, for instance, I wanted to make time zones of an option. At the beginning, there was no option. You just got a time, and it wasn't even really clear what time frame or what time zone it was, which was Pacific. The server is in West Coast. So I had to create a whole new function to convert all the times to whatever your time zone is. And so now you can go in your profile and set a time zone. That option didn't exist before. Tonight, actually. The updates thing needed to have a whole bunch of code written for that. Getting registration finished so that you could actually register and it would send you email links and you could follow that link to verify your account. That stuff didn't exist prior to this week. So there was a whole bunch of basically all the base elements that you need to make a website work, login and registration and password handling and all that sort of stuff. I had to redo from previous code because it's specific to this application. That's stuff that as a user you don't see it. You put in your email and you put in your password and you hit go and you're in. But on my end, there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes when you do that. And it just takes time. And, being that I have a job and I have a child and soccer started and there's video games that need played, I don't have a whole lot of time. So I put energy into it when I can. And thankfully, I was able to power through this week and get it ready. So please go sign up for it. And hopefully it's something that you can find useful. If nothing else, I would just really appreciate you leaving some comments, letting me know if something's broken. Try to break it. Try to do SQL injection. Try to URL hack or do HTML injection or just do whatever you can to try to break the software before I actually go live to the general public, because that would be helpful. And right now you have to sign this agreement when you first log in that says, like, this is beta and it's going to be broken and I'm not responsible for any of the data you put in there. So make sure you check that box. But for now, I'm going to go finish up what I have to do tonight before you start signing up and then publish this video. So thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being my bestest friends. I hope you have an amazing weekend and I hope to have another video out about the software this weekend. We'll see if that happens. Regardless, I'll see you Monday. I hope. You'll be back, right?
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from todayifoundout.com. The Big Dipper is not a constellation. The Big Dipper is one of the most well-known and easily spotted collections of stars in the Northern Hemisphere, and although it's often mistaken to be a constellation, it is merely an asterism. It consists of 7 bright stars and is part of the constellation Ursa Major, the Great Bear.